Today I am going to show you a 2023 film named Poor Things, which follows Bella Baxter, a young woman in Victorian London who comes to life through a brain transplant and embarks on an odyssey of self-discovery. The movie begins in London, where a young woman tragically jumps from a bridge. She's later found by a disfigured scientist named Godwin Baxter and revived as a completely different person named Bella, who behaves with the mentality of a small child and refers to Godwin as God. During one of Godwin's lectures, he invites Max McCandles to join him and become his assistant, along with his maid, Mrs. Prim. Max meets Bella and quickly becomes attracted to her despite her condition. Godwin asks him to document Bella's progress. While working together, Max learns from Godwin that after he recovered Bella's body from the water, he saw that she was pregnant, and he replaced her original brain with that of the baby, hence her lack of maturity. Bella views Godwin as something of a father figure. Max spends time with Bella, trying to help her advance her intelligence. When he starts telling her about places around the world, Bella's interest in going out increases, something that Godwin tries to forbid her from doing. He is eventually convinced to join Bella and Max for a picnic in a nearby park. A struggle ensues when Bella tries to leave their coach, and Godwin uses a sedative to calm her down. When she wakes up, Bella starts to explore her body and begins to understand her own desires. Godwin later tells Max that he thinks there is a mutual affection between Bella and Max, and suggests that he ask for her hand in marriage. Max admits he does have feelings, and he eventually does ask Bella for marriage, on Godwin's condition that they live with him. For the purpose of making a contract for the marriage, Godwin is visited by a lawyer named Duncan Wedderburn, who later meets Bella and quickly takes a liking to her. Duncan offers Bella a chance to join him on a trip to Lisbon, even though Godwin would not allow it. She announces her intentions to Godwin and Max, who both express displeasures. But while Godwin lets her go, Bella kisses Max and chloroforms him so he will not try to pursue her further. Bella and Duncan travel to Lisbon, where Bella enjoys new cultural experiences, as well as passionate encounters with Duncan, which she calls furious jumping. Bella later explores the city on her own, viewing things from a fantastical perspective. Duncan invites Bella to join him with other higher-class people, though she finds herself taking interests separate from his own. Bella engages in energetic dancing during one evening at dinner, which Duncan joins in. One thing leads to another. Duncan starts to fight another man who lays eyes on Bella. One day, a woman comes up to Bella and calls her by the name of Victoria Blessington. Bella informs her that is not her. Back in London, Max notices Godwin is missing Bella in her absence, but he wants to continue his research without her. He attempts a similar experiment on another woman called Felicity, but her intelligence does not develop as quickly as Bella's did. Duncan soon starts to get frustrated with Bella and his inability to control her. He smuggles her in a large trunk onto a cruise ship as they make their way toward Alexandria. On the ship, Bella meets passengers Harry Astley and Martha von Kurzrock, who open her mind to philosophy. Duncan becomes more unhinged as Bella's interests expand beyond his own, and he attempts to attack Martha, which just gets him restrained and whacked in the face with her cane. He becomes exasperated and indulges in drinking and gambling. When they reach Alexandria, Harry shows Bella a group of lower-class people in the city, some dead in the streets, which horrifies her to the realities of the world and leads her to have a breakdown before Harry stops her. Bella gathers Duncan's money, which he won in gambling, and gives it to the crew of the ship as a generous donation. However, the crew simply pocket the money. With no funds left, Bella and Duncan are removed from the ship in Marseille, but she says goodbye to Harry first. The pair end up in Paris, where Bella comes upon a brothel and seeks employment and housing from Madame Swiney. Duncan becomes disgusted by Bella for earning money like this, then becomes angry when he learns she had emergency funds given to her by Godwin. Bella later befriends a fellow worker named Toinette. Duncan eventually has a breakdown and gets institutionalized. He writes to Godwin, who is falling heavily ill. He sends Max to visit Duncan, who tells him what Bella has been up to. She is brought back to Godwin's estate in London to see him again. After reuniting with Godwin and coming back to good terms with him, Bella and Max plan to proceed with getting properly married, him not caring about her recent adventures. However, just as the ceremony is going underway, it is interrupted by General Alfie Blessington, who addresses Bella as his wife, Victoria. He says he has come to reclaim her and takes her away back to his home. Duncan has found him after learning in Lisbon what was Bella's name before she was brought back to life by Godwin. Bella leaves the wedding and goes with Alfie. She learns from him that as Victoria, they would enjoy being cruel to the lower class, and that she claimed her baby was a great trouble to her. Bella realizes that she had committed suicide to get away from her horrible marriage. When she tries to leave, Alfie aims a gun at her and orders her to drink a chloroform-laced cocktail. She throws the drink in his face and causes Alfie to shoot himself in the foot before passing out. Bella returns to Godwin with Alfie. She and Max operate on him and they transplant a goat's brain in him. Godwin dies peacefully with Bella and Max by his side. Bella is later shown continuing Godwin's research along with Max, Mrs. Prim, Felicity, and Toinette. Felicity's intelligence is growing. Bella spends the afternoon reading with a smile on her face. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this.